Thank you so much for joining this one video. This video is going to be money strategies. 6 reasons why they don't invest you, your courses and community. So you're trying to sell, you're trying to convert, you have done so much effort working on your one-to-ones, crafting your own skills, making money, creating courses, crafting courses, recording courses, publishing courses, before that editing courses. You have been working so very hard on a lot of thousand different things, and you are now being an entrepreneur, not just an introvert, but then just being an entrepreneur, you are working on yourself more than anything else. So the quality of your content is going to be eventually be on the top level as compared to the people, because you are actually working so hard and adding value to people. And when you're doing that and you're not having that conversions, not just selling, but when you're not having that conversions, there is something that is missing in the whole picture. Just because of those things, you're not able to make that money or make that benefit to them, because you're not able to make that transaction. Just because if they're not able to make the transaction, they're not getting over this part of the fence. Now that they're not getting over this part of the fence, you are not being able to provide that much of value that you are intending to make in the first place in itself. So that is what we are going to talk about. 6 reasons why you don't invest. And the previous video that I recorded, which is going to be an important video, which I would highly recommend you to watch. I'm not into the find the cards here and there, because it takes a lot of my time when it comes to the editing part of it and stuff. So I want you to do the hard work here, because the more you put in the work, the more you are going to reap the benefits. So you can search for 5 alternate ways to generate 5 alternate ways to generate initial cash flow. Cool, you need to be searching for this video. To generate initial cash flow. Search for this one. I've shared 5 points where if they're not buying courses, what else they should be buying. If they're not buying one-to-ones, what else they should be buying, and how should you go about it. So that's going to be a extremely important video for you to watch. And now that you've watched it, and now we are going to talk about why they are not investing into your courses. Cool. Pens out, highlighters on. Thank you so much. Welcome. This is Fazal. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're old to the channel, thank you so much for coming back. Welcome back. Now, point number 1 is we are going to start with the slightest part of it. They are genuinely not able to afford your product, your courses, your community, your strategies, your game plan, your one-to-ones, your XYZ. So they cannot genuinely afford and get insight on the other part of it. So that's reason number 1. So you need to be knowing exactly this reason over a period of experience and practice. You will come to know where you cannot push people to over the cliff. Bye. You'll sound annoying, and when you sound annoying and desperate, people are not going to pay you eventually when they have money. So the first is you need to be knowing, you can sense them. They are genuinely in a position that they cannot buy from you. Though they would love to buy from you, they have got the desperate need, they have a lot of reasons to buy, but then they just don't have money. You need to respect that. That is the reason why that's the reason why we create free content, free assets over YouTube, writing blogs, creating podcasts, where okay, you cannot afford my courses, but I know that you are in desperate need of it. But what I want you to be doing is you can visit this channel. When you visit this channel, I've got hundreds of videos that I've been doing for you, where the work that you need to be doing is a little bit more than the people who have paid, because I'm creating content for the people who have paid and I'm structuring for them. But for you, what you have to be doing is you need to be going out to the channel, say a YouTube channel, where you've got tens and hundreds of videos just floating around and flooding with the value. You can just go ahead and watch the videos that are relevant as well as the priority for you at the moment. So if you're starting with productivity, there are videos. If you're starting with cash flow, there are videos. If you're starting with webinars, there are videos. If you're starting with advertisements, there are videos. So whatever superpower you've got, create immense amount of value to the people who cannot afford but are in desperate need of it. Remember, who cannot afford but in desperately in need of it. Creating content on such channels enables you to even go out and help people for free who cannot genuinely pay for you, who cannot genuinely afford, but they are in need. So you cannot distinguish people okay, you are in desperate need. If you cannot pay me, I cannot help you. We cannot be in that situation. There are people who do that. I am not among those people. If you need help, if you've got money, great, I can charge you money. If you don't have money, okay, it's pathetic of me of not showing someone the way, though I know the way. I have the experience, I have got the skills, I've got the knowledge. It's just because you're not paying me, screw you. We cannot do that to people. So we can create content. We I create. If someone cannot be a part of the community, and I've got like this videos, like six reasons why people are not investing. For example, people are working so very hard on their courses and communities and strategies and momentum and accountability and courses and community. They are working so hard and they're just not able to crack the code. So this video, they might not even be a part of the community. You may not be even a part of the community. I don't care. If this is going to value you, if you cannot afford to be a part of the community, it's completely cool. That's why these videos are going to be beneficial for you. It's free of course. If you cannot be a part of, if you can be a part of the community, great. If not, I don't have a problem adding value to you. So this has to be the attitude of an entrepreneur, unlike other people who are like, okay, you just have to pay me money. If you're not, I'm going to pay you. If you're, I'm not going to help you out. So that's like that's like one of the lines of people who are not like us, who are not like me. I don't want to do that, but the first one went for 6 minutes. Can you imagine? The second reason people don't invest in your courses or your community is you may not be the priority. You may not be your course may not be the priority. Your community cannot be is not the priority for them at the moment. It is because you lack skills to make them understand that this is the priority for you. Though you had a conversation with them, but somehow think about how many productive channels on YouTube or pages on Instagram you yourself follow, but somehow they just got faded up. Maybe you wanted to learn dancing, maybe you wanted to learn calligraphy, planting, coloring, painting, interior design. There are 1,000 things you want to learn, but then they just are not the priority for you. But if they would have added the right strategy and made it so very a priority for you, they just ignited the need into you, they're going to invest. So point number 2 is not the priority. Third one, they don't see value in what you're doing. They don't see value in what you're doing. For example, you are selling them a course and they know they need this course, but then they somehow feel like this is just 20% of your best efforts. You could have done more of it. There are movies that we watch, there are series that we watch where it's like this would have been so good if they were like 1, 2, 3, more 4, 5 more things to it. This phone would have been really great if this phone had just like 5 more features. Those 5 more features are nothing but the bonuses you did not make them see they were. You did not added value to. You had value. There are features in the phone. There are scenes in the movie, but that they just did not make. Say for an example, there are great scenes in the trailer, in the movie, but they just couldn't bring it up in the trailer for whatever reason. Just because they couldn't bring the value in the advertisement, in the trailer, or in your courses, or in your community when you're saving the sales pitch, I couldn't see it. If I couldn't see the value, why would I invest in you? Cool. There are great diet ingredients in the biscuit that you're selling to me. They're great. Like they're organic. They're great. Everything's good. But you're not showcasing that to me. How will I know? Cool. So they can see value. Fourth one, a very straightforward one. They see you are doing something of is equals to a scam. They can sense it. They can see that this guy is fake because this guy is copying everything else from everything. Like they just sense that like this dude what he's selling is just a scam. That's the fourth part of it. The fifth point is they cannot just trust you. No, doing a scam is different. Trusting is different. Trusting more or less comes into picture where you have not established enough credibility in front of them. Like you may be posting content or you may be doing things for like 2 days and then being all invisible for like 2 months, and then you show up again, like do it for 2 days and then invisible. So there is not enough trust, there is not enough credibility, which is again on your side. You need to be building the credibility. You need to be incorporating the experience of your life. I cannot be going and talking like there are 6 reasons to do this, 6 steps to do that, 4 obstacles, 5 ways, though the topics are to get you inside the video, and then inside the video is all about stories and experiences. It's all about like the credibility. I'll tell you, one of the major questions that I had from past couple of years is how can I know someone else's character in the first 10 seconds? And when it comes to character, one of the coolest thing about character is you can show the best of your character at all times, even though you're pathetic with the character, but then you have the ability to reveal it, cover it and be the best of your character all the time. You can pretend to be a great character all the time, but I've kind of recently figured out, like, you can actually figure out a person's character in the first 10 seconds. You know how? I'm going to tell you. The way they look, the way they see, the way they smile, the way they have their gestures, the way they sit, the way they stand, the way they walk, the way they look at other people, the way they communicate with other people, the way they use their words, the vocabulary. You can judge a person, not judge a person, you can judge a person's character in the first 10 seconds the moment you just take a look at it. You get experience in doing that, but then the moment they are walking towards you, going away from you, they're looking at you, the way they're looking at you, the way they are coming, and maybe the gestures. First seconds, you can decide that. It comes with practice. That's where the establishment of the credibility happens. So when you want to sound authentic to people, be authentic. When you want to trust people, when you want people to trust you, you have to trust them. When you want to genuinely add value to people, you need to be genuinely adding value to people so that they can trust that value. Okay? It's like, I've been trained 2,000 people. Like, you don't say that. It's like, I've trained 2,000 people and I've actually benefiting like 2 people in my community. That's all. So when you are saying that as well as this, when you're taking names and experiences from your own life, the established bill. Cool. The 6th part of it, it's going to be an extremely important, just like a perfect example. The first, second, fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are the most important, but the last one becomes the most important and extremely important as the foundation. You take this or everything falls apart. That's way. So the 6th one says like that as well. You yourself don't value your own efforts. When you don't value yourself and your own efforts, they can easily sense that. Because when you, like, there was a scene from the movie, from this mini series, it's the Queen's Gambit, something. He says, when you're playing the chess and the first step of your opponent, the first move, not just the first move, but the way the first move is taken, you can say with the conviction, the courage, the confidence of that person. So the way and the move and the way you take the move determines whether you're going to win or lose the game. So if you are not confident in your own course, if you're not confident with your own community, if you're not confident with your own self that I am going to add value, they can sense like this. The moment they can sense like this, if you are not confident with your own product, how will they be confident with your product? Think about it. If your coffee is not going to wake them up from sleep, why would they even come and buy your coffee? Or the coffee might be really strong, but then he was like, pata nahi chalega. If you are having this attitude, they'll be like, pata nahi chalega. So why would they would go always for the next best option? Even yours is like the perfect version of it, they'll choose the next best option because there is always the next best option in the market. Cool. So there are like 6 reasons why they don't feel comfortable to invest in you. So there are like 6 reasons. So you can see which place you are on, and you can put that in the comment section so that I can add value to you with maybe create videos on that one specific piece of content. Like, okay, if they cannot trust you, how can you build confidence? How can you build credibility? If they don't see value, how can you add value? So I've done videos on value. You can just search for course strategies. You'll be able to find videos on that one. If they cannot genuinely afford, you can search for YouTube. In this channel, you'll be able to find a lot of videos that I've done on YouTube and adding value to benefiting people. If you are not the priority, I've not done videos on that one. If you don't value yourself, I've not done videos on that. If someone sees you fake, I don't have videos for that one. So I might actually highlight this one and create videos on this one so that you'll have videos. So anyways, thanks so much for making this video me and the topic about our video. I'm going to see you in another exciting video. Thank you so much and see you later. May peace and blessings be upon you and your loved ones. Go make lots of money, take out the obstacles from your own way and go make a pitch. Sell people, not sell people. Sell people confidently with courage and with conviction. Okay, go. See you. Take care. Bye bye.